We rejoin Uriel as he's about to travel across the plains of Whiterun. Must travel nearby a bandit fortress. This is going to be tricky. Stealth is definitely going to be preferred here. Be wary of... Oh. Straight away Uriel is ambushed on the roads. Luckily he's close to the tower where the guards are currently stationed.
I'll show you a real fight.
God
That
might
was
get
close.
nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
That was almost too close. Was barely 5 paces away from the tower and then an ambush. This is very dangerous indeed. And this first arrow missed its mark. Nerves most likely. Well, the bandit had some nice items on him. Might be worth a little bit, especially this ring. Very strange looking armour. Uriel's gonna continue travelling. He'll leave the corpses to the guards to deal with. And perhaps the best course of action is to actually travel off the road, as the road appears to be a prime place for ambushes. Then again, the plains might not be much better. Anyway, Uriel's skill has increased. We'll have to take a quick look here. Now, currently Uriel has 160 health, 110 stamina. He probably won't use any magic during this playthrough. I'm not sure yet. Maybe he'll find a relic or something that will bestow magic upon him. Maybe he'll decide to go learn at a college. Who knows? But for now, not our concern. Now, since running out of stamina isn't really an issue because I'm mostly at ranged, we'll go with health. Now, one-handed archery and sneak are going to be very, very handy. Smithing as well, because he'd be able to craft his own gear. Basically be able to do anything he needs to do, he can handle it himself. That's how I want to build this character. Now, I think having a point in sneak is going to be much useful now, since we're trying to avoid a lot of combat. So we'll go ahead and get the first points in stealth. Someone's coming over. It's not looking good. There's no guards to run to. First arrow strikes Strew. And the second one, he says he yields. Uriel slowly approaches the bandit. He's injured, unsure what to do.
This isn't over.
The bandit attempted to continue the attack. Uriel had no choice. Not something he was wanting to do, but it wouldn't be the first time he's had to defend himself. Probably best to move away from this area. And we're going to leave a wide gap between us and that bandit fortress. many individuals off in a distance here and there. Be very careful. Uriel gets eyes on a few more figures, and he's not quite sure if he believes what he can see. A few strangers standing there just drinking next to the road. Doesn't seem like the smartest thing in the world. While pondering this, he quickly consults his map. We're getting close. The question is, do we follow the road or do we go straight across the plains? It seems the roads are prime for ambushes, but then again, he's just ran into a bandit he's had to personally deal with in the plains, so... But since he's used to being one with nature, he's going to go ahead and stick with the plains. We'll stay low, we'll move quietly. Initially Uriel was somewhat shook up after that fight, after killing another person, but now all of his emotions are turning to anger that he was forced to do that. He curses to himself that these bandits are a plague. Now, not only bandits does he have to be careful of, there are also giants. Do not tell me that's a troll. An arrow just landed close by. Question is that someone out hunting? Or is that another bandit? This doesn't look good. As I was about to say, bandits are not the only thing he has to be careful for. There are also giants. Now the giants are fairly peaceful, unless you come at them armed or attack one of their mammoths. So we're just going to go ahead and give that mammoth as much room as it wants, although now I appear to be in trouble. Stuck between a mammoth, what appears to be a troll. I don't want to anger either of them. We'll just keep moving. Too late. Trolls are very dangerous. Why one's here, Uriel does not know. The ground shakes, the mammoth just charged. They're fighting, this is the perfect scenario. The arrow strikes true. I think for now the best course of action is just to let the mammoth roam away. Now Uriel doesn't really want to leave that troll where it is. The hide from that troll and the fat can be worth quite a bit of coin. But the question is it worth angering that mammoth over? It's quite rare to see a mammoth out here without a giant handler, but then again there's no markings on its tusks, so that means it doesn't belong to a giant. Alright. Mammoth's coming back. We're just gonna travel across, stay low in the bushes. As long as we don't get too close, he shouldn't mind us. Quickly skinning the beast. The cave troll yields some hide, pelts. He's able to pull his arrow back. Takes some fat, and he figured he's going to go ahead and lug a skull around. So it'll make for quite a nice trophy, although he didn't exactly hunt it himself. He had a little help. But still. Consult the map. We're getting close. This road here should take us straight to the shrine of Zenithar. And we can deal with these mudcrabs. And then the question is, was this job really worth it? Having to kill another person? Although it was in self-defense. Some deer and elks over there. So close. Perfect to hunt them down, but need to focus on the job. Smoke's rising in the distance. A rather large fire. Must be a giant camp. Now the question is, how do I get past this? I see a giant down there on in the valley. Maybe we can quickly and quietly just squeak on by. Although the giants sort of walk in our direction. What's the safest way to do this? Now, I'm not entirely sure what you guys prefer. Do you prefer first or third person? I'm trying to go between both just because it's nice to see the character and see his movements. But for combat I will definitely stick with first. I know some people have said it's more immersive in first person, but when you're watching a video I'm not sure how you feel. Any feedback on that would be great. That giant is armoured up with a big weapon. Not entirely sure what it's doing, if it's patrolling or what, but as far as Uriel's concerned, he can do whatever he wants apart from coming anywhere near me. Shrine's not too far away now. Can he slip behind this giant? One wrong move and he could be squashed flat. Luckily, Uriel is pretty fit, he can run if he needs to. Luckily there aren't too many bandits out here. Suppose that's a plus. Maybe I spoke too soon. Are they hunters? Are they people visiting the shrine? I do not know, but they are the mudcrabs. Trolls away. They're attacking that person. Again, I don't know if they're friendly or not, but... These are giant mudcrabs. Uriel has improved. I think because he's using a lot of archery, probably wise to have a bit more damage with bows. Now a regular mud crab would hurt if it nipped you. A giant one could probably break bones if it got a good grip on you. So keeping it at a distance is preferred. Alive or dead? They're dead. Well, it looks like someone had already half completed the job. Hopefully it wasn't another hunter. No, I guess it was this guy. He took 2 down before he was felled. Guess he won't be needing any of these arrows. He's got a very nice bow here. Hate for it to go to waste. Can't tell if he's a warrior or some sort of bandit. Anyway, let's have a look at this bow. It's actually a very nice bow. I guess we'll use it. Indeed, very nice. In that case then, may as well take what we can from the mudcrabs. Wouldn't hurt praying to Zenithar. It's not really Uriel's place to take anything from the shrine. This is a nice place though. Now let's see. Uriel is starting to get hungry. Probably could actually eat some of this mud crab meat. Although it would be preferable to cook it first. Anyway, next part is fairly simple. It's basically just hunting down any wolves out here, which can be pretty difficult, and hunting down deer and elk, which isn't so bad, almost relaxing. Wolf got a bit too close. Not the most ideal way to deal with a wolf, but taking a moment, Uriel checks himself for any wounds. After quickly checking himself, making sure he suffered no bites or scratches during the fight with the wolf, he quickly updates his journal. With a heavy heart, I can say that the job's complete. I don't think I'll bother with the details.